Okay, beautiful people out there. Yeah, we're here again. The usual suspects, Pastor Michael, Ocheme Peter. So, as usual, we always give you tidbits. And today is going to be like a news round because today is Saturday.
Okay.
Mr. Peter, yesterday was thank God it's Friday. I'm sure you enjoy his Friday. And today, my own is thank God it's Saturday because I know I'm going to, chill out today
Have fun.
after this show. Okay.
It's very
So,
necessary.
yeah, Mr. P, it has been the week has been tough. We've seen the high, the low, all manners of stuff went down, during the week from different news platforms.
Yes. So,
I remember we talked about a story where during the wedding program, some people drank tea and I learned about 10 people died.
yes.
Those that were so rushed to the hospital eventually.
Like, was it 10 or 2 died and then
Two
the-
died. It
the
was
other-
rushed.
okay,
When I saw the
so,
developing story, I learned about 10 had died.
Jesus Christ.
So it was a serious issue. And of course, we saw the election petition tribunal taking his different turn, different level, and the case is hitting up. A lot of all the sounds are speaking from different angles, from their own perspective. Of course, we also saw the article and Obi asking for the proceedings to be televised.
Right.
Like these are the news that make the week, and it's not yet over. It's still ongoing.
Out of the story of that doctor that
Okay, I think there's an update to that story today.
okay.
The doctor that said it and celebrate the nurse.
Yes.
Okay, now the question is, the nurse wasn't the patient, right? It wasn't the patient. It's a nurse. It's as if they work in the same environment, and this happens. And the story today now is saying that the doctor is saying that the nurse in question is his girlfriend.
Wow.
So I think, are you seeing a kind of accusation here?
There are much to that because I don't know if it's a workplace
Mm.
and they are dating themselves, that should be against
The ethics?
yes, you understand.
Mm.
So both of them they have questions to answer
Okay, fine.
to whoever employs them.
I think for the doctor, it's safer for him if actually that's the case. That if the person in question is his girlfriend, so he had just one case to answer. Why should you guys do this in the organizations against the ethics? But if it's the other way around, the way we had in the first place, that it was a rape case, that will be more severe.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure the doctor will rather push for this and insist that the person in question is his girlfriend.
What of if he's a married man?
Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to fight that one. It's safer for him because he's going to go home and contend with the wife at home. You understand? But the other one, he might go to jail for that.
That one is serious.
It's serious. So either way, it's all wrong.
It's all wrong.
It's all wrong. So yeah, that's what is making the news round. Okay, and of course, the story is there. The story is there on the I think Punch newspaper. That happened in Kwara State. Right. So the medical director accused of raping nurse cause beating girlfriend. That's the headline. So you go there and read for yourself, okay, to see the details. They'll give you the tidbits. You just go and read and get the details of the story. So of course we have other serious stories making the run. Okay, we consider the not roars on APC. So they are asking the party to grant us the leadership of National Assembly, or we withdraw support for party governments.
They better withdraw their support. Better withdraw their support. There are so many people that will support the party.
Because the party, they've already, based on how it is right now, they already have an edge.
Yes.
So if you like, join us. If you like, don't join us.
Because they have the vice president from their side, just like
you know why they are saying that? Because their numbers in the house is much.
Okay.
So they have a way of actually frustrating some of the requests of the president.
Oh,
So these are the area they are going. But it's like they are holding the president elect from the jugular. Okay, but should it be this way? Because some people want the best for the whole nation, some people want what is just best for them. These are the issue. This fight right now, is it for the good of the nation or for the good of these elected people? That's the question. People are saying, okay, let this power sharing go around the country so that there will be peace. So people are saying we don't care whether there's peace or no peace. All we want, let power come to us. That's the issue. And it's a big hurdle, which I don't know how they will cross it. As we all know, some of these guys working with the president-elect, of course, they've seen they've been in this system for a long time. And some of them are very good in sabotaging, like what we've seen in the issue of uh, the LP crisis. That is,
yeah, Papa Man.
yes. We see what's going there. It's so obvious that a lot of things fishy there. Everybody can see that whatever is happening there is intentional to destabilize the party. And APC is being fingered in this, that maybe this man has taken so much, to work against the party. But it's obvious.
So obvious.
It's
Really.
so obvious. And that's also people fear this government a lot, this president-elect and this set of people. That, man, we saw what happened during the election, how we saw bishops from different angles, people coming up with bishop apparent,
unknown bishop.
unknown bishop. We saw what happened. And a lot of things, why people say that what APC cannot do does not what exist. They have become God, man. So, yeah, a lot of drama here and there. Okay, let's just move on to the next story that make the round for today. And we saw the Atiku and Obi saying that how we would change INEC's declaration. They are speaking tough. You know the funny thing, I think this is courtroom, right? Look at that picture. PDP and PDP candidates and presidential candidates and the Labour Party candidates, they are shaking hands. Actually, they were friends in the PDP before Obi.
I don't think this is a courtroom. The place looks like an event center.
Yeah, but we still know that
is that not how you there?
We know that they have this cordial relationship. But once somebody come and pick you as his vice president, and so obviously have that respect for Atiku. And if you look at how the court process, everything is going, they're almost going towards the same direction, making the same requests. You understand me? Like the televising of the proceeding, it seems like the requests that's what they're making. And look at it and say, how will we change INE's declaration, Obi and Atiku? So it's a serious matter. Yes. Okay. So you can check the gist of that story from Vanguard. You see the topic, the title there, that you read through. Of course, we saw on that story that talks about 3 dead as a SUV crushes a keke in Bayelsa. You see, Mr. Peter, when you look at the operation of this keke, it's a bad one though. It's a sad one. Most times when you look at the operation of this keke napep, they have 3 wheels, right?
3 wheels, yeah.
So they're more like inconvenience other vehicle on the road. It's not like a motorbike that you can just maneuver, between cars and all that. If keke is on his way, that keke must obstruct car. You understand me? At times they behave as if they are cars. Also, the driver, the operator of that keke, behave most times as if they are driving a car. The kind of drag road would be good. And that vehicle, that keke you are saying, it's not heavy, very light.
Very light.
If an SUV run past that keke, it can actually move out of the way. But they'll be dragging road with a big vehicle and all that. I don't know. Do you think there's something the government can do about this keke? Should they just ban it outrightly, or there should be the road should be constructed for that? I don't know.
The government, they've tried a lot, and
Mm,
they keep banning these people. They keep coming out.
mm,
So, the reason is because when you are banning keke, you are not
mm,
providing an alternative for them. You understand? So they keep coming back. I remember around Aja
mm.
some years back, they bounded keke. So after this NSAS, it came back
It
again.
came back.
So
When you actually look at the ease of movements, keke comes very handy. Three people at the back, right? Three people at the
three,
back with the driver. That's four. And before you know it, their loading process on that is very fast. So people just hop in. Before you know it, they move out. Before a vehicle that has about that can carry about maybe four, seven, six passenger is filled up, gets ready filled up, and they're on the way. And a lot of people like it a lot, prefer it to motorbike because of the safety and all that. Because the rate that motorbike experience accident and all that, it can't compare to keke. It's less though.
yeah.
It's less. So most people also prefer that keke is a safe means of transportation. But with this now, I think three people have died in this, and of course, I don't know. I think the government. I keep saying that they have a lot of work to do.
Lots, they have a lot
The
of
government has
work.
a lot of work to do because all these things should be. You should look at the future. Look at the future. What does the future hold? The road of constructing. Is there anyone for keke? Is there anyone for those riding bicycle or motorbike? Or are they going to be using the same road that you're constructing right now? Are they thinking ahead at all? Okay, let's look at this expressway that are constructing right now. Is there a road? Is there a place meant for motorbike? I don't know. I know they have walkway, but there's no place for motorbike. And this is a future construction. I don't know. I'm just saying, and that's what one right people in right position
Yeah.
that can always think ahead of time. You know, so yeah, that's the story is on Vanguard newspaper online, so I can go there and take a look at what the story is saying. So Peter,
This is criminal allegation against Aburi. Nothing but noise. LP legal advisor Edun.
this Labour uh, party, they're still having these issues here and there. We talked about Papa recently. He's still there, claiming to be the chairman, and we heard he's been suspended. And here he's saying that a lot of issues there in that party, and really creating loopholes, giving the opposition parties, avenue to gain access. So the legal advisor to the party, Kehinde Edun, has described criminal allegations leveled against the party's embattled national chairman, Julius Abure, as nothing but mere noise. So there's all forms of allegations and all that. So Edun stated this while speaking in an interview on Channel Television today. That was on Friday night. So according to him, such allegations are unfounded, saying that no charge has been filed against them. So we see the Papa Fashion fighting and Abure Fashion with the legal team also fighting. So there is this tussle in the party. A lot of people see the Papa Fashion as working for the APC based on the comments and the actions. And there was before now we heard they wanted to withdraw the case that Peter Obi filed in the court that is going at the tribunal, and they couldn't because Peter Obi didn't just use the Labour Party's name; he also used his name. Will become a hurdle that they couldn't cross. As a result, they have decided to push that one aside, claiming that they did not ask for any withdrawal. But now I'm sure they are heading towards a direction which I don't know if other guys know what's going on yet. Because for them to be fighting over the chairmanship position, it means there's a power the chairman holds. There's something he can give order or they can decide to do that might likely affect LP legal battle. So
this party, they have their own constitution also.
mm.
They have their own
Yeah, and they can actually anybody found in anti-party, they can suspend the person, right?
If that is written in their constitution, then you can suspend the person.
Mm.
If it's not in the constitution, I don't think it's possible for them to suspend the person.
Mm.
That is why I made mention of their constitution. They all have their separate constitution.
Okay, yeah, you're still watching Prime Media Studio, and we're still here. Mr. Prosper, Mr. Peter. So there's a story on Vanguard that talks about 1,230 killed, 658 abducted in 3 months.
Reports
in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. So between January and March this year, so no fewer than 1,230 persons were killed, including 79 security personnel, and over 658 adoptions took place across Nigeria. This is horrible.
Very, very.
1,000 plus people and 79 security personnel.
79.
Well, whenever I hear the people speaking for the current administration speaking that, claiming, boasting that they have done their best, I want them to look at this figure. These are not ram, cow, or chicken. These are lives, human beings, security personnel involved. And this is what we're talking about. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Okay. So before somebody will not come and say, what were you saying? We'll leave it at that. So you are a human being, so you judge it properly.
No, when they say they try their best, that means maybe they didn't put up to watch the
it could be worse.
The worse
Mr. Peter, you know, recently we know that our security personnel, the military, I actually take my hat off. I'm not putting anyone on, but I take it off for them. You know, they are fantastic.
They are already
when you see them in operation, you know, these guys, they are well trained. They have the capacity. They have the ability. They have the will. But you know, everything boils down to the leaders, okay? You can have a good vehicle. If you're not a good driver, you will damage that vehicle.
Yeah.
Let me just use that parable, and I'm sure everybody will understand it. They can give you a brand new car, okay? And if you're not a good driver, within 1 month, that car is gone.
1 month is too much.
Yeah, if you're a professional driver, let them give you a Tokumbo car. That car will last you will be able to manage that car properly. That is what the situation of Nigeria, and that's what we are right now. We have bad managers in several positions and all that, and they have made shipwreck of their positions. And that's what we're having issue today. And rather than us making money, we are borrowing. It doesn't make sense, okay? So, still moving on. What do we have next? What do we have next, Mr. Peter?
Presidential pool. 5 Abuja residents asked courts to stop Tinubu's swearing in.
Okay, I think this story is a lot. 5 individuals came up from in Abuja.
In Abuja, yes.
Saying that courts should stop Tinubu's inauguration, and they gave their reasons. Among those reasons were that the election, the February election, was not properly done, and they're having issue with that election. That of course the FCT that they didn't win the 25% as required by law at the FCT, which some legal personnel are still dragging, contesting to date. That it doesn't really matter and all that, but the law says that they have to win it before it can be declared the winner. But INEC went ahead and declared him the winner, and now we don't have president-elect. And these are part of things that is being contested in the court. And what these 5 individuals are saying is that stop the inauguration until court decides if actually the 25% requirements at the FCT, if the court sets aside before they can swear in, until court decides before they can be sworn in. And I think, Mr. Peter, we might be seeing this as a joke. This might come to play. If the court actually want to do justice, they might say, okay, fine. You know, we'll be hearing, hey, interim government, telling this, and all of that. With all these issues here and there, we can't really, things can really happen. Because Because if the president is sworn in, of course, it's his charge. He can change a lot of things.
Yes.
He can change a lot of things within 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. Others, executive order can start flying here and there, and you can't say anything about it.
Okay.
It's right. That's why I'm thinking these people are actually fighting and saying no, 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 don't swear anybody in yet until the court the case is decided. It's finished in the court. So it's ongoing. You can read that in the Vanguard newspaper. Okay. Of course, still moving on. Moving on, we see the story on Buhari changes the residence. 8 move out belongings from Villa. The man is gradually heading home, man.
Moving gradually.
Our president is moving on. He's planning to go to Daura to go and chill out. Okay. Let me just imagine how our president will chill out at the, we'll just stroll out and look at his cow, grazing, chilling out. Of course, the time is sweet to Mr. Peter.
Yes, he will go back to his proper business.
When you have money, the time is sweet, man. Just spread your legs. The change you have, your company is moving on. Like our president now, he has cows, right? Cows will be grazing, he has his boys take care of those stuff. Other businesses are moving. If he's a movie lover, I'll just look for good smart screen television. Take a boat ride, yacht, sip those juice. We want to sip. Nobody will bring a document to come and sign anymore. That's not the business anymore.
You'll feel relief.
You can just tell your secretary, whoever it is, and come. Throughout the day, I'm not going to see anybody. Okay, off your phone. Chill out. I think Mr. P, are you looking forward to that, man?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So right now, the story says that, of course, the first lady took the incoming first lady for a tour of the villa.
Wow.
To show her around how things are done in that environment and so on and so forth. Okay, this is what we do. This is the conference room. This is there as the first lady. This is your way. Was showing her around and all that. Why they have already moved that stuff out of the villa, so that because once the president-elect is sworn in, they take charge immediately. Yeah. No delay, no vacuum, no mates is allowed to waste.
Wow.
Okay, so normally it should be a thing of joy. Okay, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed. We hope for the best for the country. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Yeah, Mr. P, that story we read
from the Punch. Delta family fights over 250,000 naira bride price.
This is
so funny.
It's funny. When I saw this story, I was like, okay, bride price has been paid, okay. Why fighting over the bride price? 250,000. Like in my place, when you are getting married to your woman, and no matter what they charge you, what they ask you to pay for bride price, once you pay that money, they will take like 1,200, 300 from the money and return that one to you and say, this money you to take care of our daughter. That money they took from that small they took from you just to show that they actually collected the bride price. They charge you 1 million, forget it. They might end up taking like 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000 maximum from that money.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing from my side.
You understand? They said, take this money, go and take care of our daughter, make sure she's in good hands, in good health, she's healthy and all that. Okay? But the yam, the drinks, all those stuff and all that, the money for the youth, all those things. Yeah, they will package the money for the youth. This for the youth, this for the mother, this for the father, this for the elder brother. They just package it like that in an envelope, written, plain written. This for the elders, this for the aged women, it's all there. You don't need to start arguing about it. They don't bring it in bulk and give to one person. No. They share it. And it goes round. So maybe it was not properly conducted in that manner. And maybe the money was brought in bulk.
So that money was brought in bulk. It's like the couple decided to they say they don't want occasion.
Mm.
So they now brought that sum of 250,000 naira for everything, holy bride price, and it's not as if we took 250,000.
They pay to the other brother's accounts, and from there, some issues were something was resolved, man. And the money was spent on something. But that was that money that's paid for bride price.
250,000 naira is a small money. I don't know why they fight over.
It depends on the location. In Lagos, it's more money, but in the village,
okay, wherever in the village, they make more money than us in Lagos. More money there from there.
So the money was brought in bulk. No wonder that's what happened. So somebody sat on the money and decided to, okay, we hope that it has involved police already, right? They will resolve it. But that's another thing. A lot of people don't want to ceremony. They just want to do everything codedly because of the distance, and they don't want to spend so much.
They don't want to spend so much.
They don't want to draw too much attention, especially when some people are kind of aging and the time is running out and they're getting married. They don't want to make people start thinking, I'm not in the marry and those kind of stuff. And they just do it in a coded way and same money, so okay, let's get it done. Just buy drinks and sort everybody. They do it that way also. And
you didn't tell me when I was about doing mine. I would have done mine like this way.
But it's what happened. Who knows? Maybe your owner. I mean, they can't intervene. But it's good. It depends on the family's arrangement and understanding. Okay. So we thank God nobody died. So they will resolve that. It's family. It's family affair. Whoever is the money will bring it out. Okay. So the 6 stories, 5 FCT. Okay, we talked about it already. The 5 suit against the Tinubu's inauguration. They wanted to be stopped until the case is determined in the court. And of course, we saw that 2,246 Nigerians evacuated from Sudan so far. But we heard there were about 5,000 that need to be evacuated. And we are seeing 2,000 some, which means there's a lot of them still there. Still evacuating them. And we hope that they get all of them out of that place on time before these guys that are fighting, they ignite the fight again. Though they have signed understanding to allow civilians to evacuate the environment, that is the understanding they have signed. So not that they are stopping the battle, the disagreement, but they just want the civilian to be able to have the passage to leave the place. Okay, Mr. Peter, war is not good, but the person embracing it, that's taking as a lucrative business. Destroying now, it must be built back. I saw one of the clip, you saw how rockets flying here and there. People were running, places were destroyed. Those buildings are destroyed. It takes a lot of money to build this things back. It will cost a whole lot. Just because two people disagree, and the whole nation is in disarray. Okay, so yeah, so these are the numbers we've seen the news that have been evacuated so far, and we hope that more will still be evacuated. Mr. Peter, this story, this other story that we are seeing right now
from the Nation. Confusion over Emefiele's alleged application for study leave.
I don't know. He wants to go on study leave.
It's allowed.
Study leave, right?
It's allowed.
But some people are saying that the man wants to run away because that they might come after him. But the question, what has it done that is it because of the Naira design policy?
If he wants to run away, I don't think he wants to take permission that he's going for study leave. He can just pack his bags and go.
Yeah, the same reason as he's going on study leave. Some people are saying that maybe he wants to just use this medium to leave the country and then to see how things unfold, because I'm sure what happened during that Naira design policy, and I remember very well, we had already saw in the news where the president-elect was saying that there's no ECMO, there's no fuel, and now there's no money. But Omar Wole, he said, despite all this, we enter
Life and
life and direct. That's what he said. And I show who was in charge of the currency there. I think so. If you're looking at that statement and looking at what we are seeing right now, it's as if it's like somebody want to give space so that the unforeseen will not be seen.
Nobody's coming after him. Just relax.
Yeah, if you know you have not done wrong, why should you be running?
Relax.
Yeah, calm down, relax, chill out. You know, it's your country anyway.
It's your country.
Yeah. What? Who knows? Maybe the incoming president might reappoint you for further work because for continuity, you can never tell. You know, one thing about politicians is that we are human beings, right? No matter what happens, there's still way to amend things. Boss, forget to ask me to see that now order. I was on order. I was asked to do this. Yeah, I was asked to do that too, you know. So you know as they be now. And let's just move on.
Me, forgive me.
Yeah, just let it slide, okay? Thank God you don't enter. So don't mind us. It's Prime Media, okay? We're just assuming. But notwithstanding, he has asked for study leave. And of course, I'm sure the president will grant that for him. Most companies, when you want to go for study leave, the company wants you to grow. They want you to expand. They want you to be better so you can be able to serve well. They will grant you that leave. So we hope that this is entertained, it's accepted, and he should go for study leave. And we hope to see him back.
Yes, sure.
When he's done with his studies. Okay, that story is on the Nation newspaper, so you can see the details of that story there. So moving on, sorry to run the Nation also. Over 75,000 nurses, midwives left Nigeria in 5 years, says association. No wonder they want to pass a bill that once you are done with your education in the country, you have to at least stay for 5 years, work for 5 years before you can leave, which people are really contending with. Say, no, don't tell me you didn't give me money to study. I used my hard-earned money to study for this course, and you don't give me a good job, and you want me to stay. Let me go to where I will be able to make my money. Why I'm still alive, you know. So that is still be contested. But now, if we are saying this, 75,000 times a lot of brains. And other countries are really, their two hands are wide open
to accept them.
You know,
and let's say they know how to utilize these people well.
Yeah, Mr. P, when you have a place where there's a standard, and this they are using to grow the economy, we are basically running there to go and take medical to get treated. Where those people treating us, they're actually from people we neglected here, back home. Mr. Peter, this country, there's a lot that needs to be done. And I don't know who's going to do this, because the crops of people we are seeing that clamoring for power and all that, I don't know. We can't really boast. We can't really see what they have done. We literally have had, and the light yet, I can't really see the light yet. Maybe, I don't know. So that's what's going on. Of course, we read in the past, earlier today, the announced leadership crisis. PDP, LP, NNPP, and the others move against, they'll be talking about the zoning of the announced leaders and all that. So we said other party, they're even moving against the zoning. I thought the zoning would have been the best idea for this seat, because the first and second has been determined. I think the third should be zoned to where the area that have not had a chance to test, so that there will be unity, there will be oneness, there will be understanding in the system to avoid these differences, neglecting of some people, marginalization and all that. This can be treated once and for all. We do hope they come at a very suitable agreement to this. And this other story is really sad. It's like it was sad or what some people could not do, some people have been able to do it. We saw there that that's in the Sun newspaper, right? Online.
The Sun, yeah. How Hunter killed bandits. Kingpin. Yellow
Bandit
in KB.
Kingpin. So the hunter, we saw Hunter, was able to. This is so commander of the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Service in Kebbi State, Musa Hassani Rambo, had disclosed that his members in a joint security operation neutralized notorious kingpin, popularly known as Yellow, terrorizing Danko Wasagu, local government area of the state. So Rambo explained in an interview with newsmen that the kingpin had been kidnapping, raping, killing, and terrorizing residents in the area for more than 7 years until luck ran out of him. So they know him, and he's been hunted. And they were able to. One thing about hunters that I know is that they know the forest.
They kill you the way they kill animals.
I'm telling you. Now they know the forest because most of these hunters, they hunt day and night.
Yeah, they know the forest.
They know the forest. They can track the foot of an animal. They know the difference between an animal and a human leg and all that. Some of them, any animal that maybe it goes to the area like 2 days or 3 days, they will know that this animal went through this place 2 or 3 days ago. This is new. This is old. So they know the tracks of animals and the terrain very well. I think that was why they were able to try these guys. Where human being went through, goes through in the bush, you will know also. So they utilize their resources, their manpower, and they're able to get the guy. And of course, like I said earlier, I'm not sure they are doing their best. But when it comes to this area, this terrain, these guys are proving that they are indeed the hunters.
Yeah,
and they're able to get these guys. And that's it. For 7 years, terrorizing, raping people's daughters and people's wife, kidnapping, collecting ransom, and that's the end of it. It's a terrible situation, and what I really really hope was that if these guys can be captured live, get them to confess,
okay,
so they can be able to know their links, who they are working with,
terrorists, so
that
they hardly give their link.
Forget that means of torture. There's a means of torture where you can get some.
And that is why I was telling you that Nigerian terrorists are child's play. That if they want to get them, they can get them all within 2 months. You watch Jack Bauer now, didn't you watch Jack Bauer?
Yeah, I watched Jack Bauer.
Watch Jack Bauer. That's how those people are very calculative.
Okay, so let's just move on. That one has been taken care of by the hunters, and I'm sure that will boost the hunters' morale. And I'm sure the state government also look at those directions. Okay, let's support these guys more, so that we're able to work with the police and the army to be able to get rid of all these guys. I hope this happens in Kaduna. The hotbed of the terrorists and all that, kidnappers and all that. There are hunters in every community, every locality. They should be able to work with them to ensure that the forest is sanitized. Okay. Yeah, the rest we talked about
Obi. This Obi is saying, I will be Nigerian president if it is pleases God.
So, yeah, a man of faith, he believes, and when it comes to religious aspects, of course, faith works a lot.
Yeah.
And not only is he just speaking in faith, and also it has a lot of evidence, right, to prove at the court that he won the election, and those evidence are playing out and saying that, well, if God says no, I can't be, I cannot be. But when God says I will be, I will be, and that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah, when God says you're going to be something, it doesn't matter. We know of story. Those of us that read the Bible know the story of Joseph. For example, I think we just teaching my kids this morning about the story of Joseph and all that. The young man had a dream. God was just showing him what he's going to become, and he couldn't keep it to himself. He was sharing it with his brothers. They were like, "How can you small boy? You small boy? You mean we'll come and bow down to you in the future? No way." And they said the young man off. No, no, they were pushing him towards his destiny, where he would actualize his destiny. And all what the thing they fear most happened. They actually came and bowed down to the young man. So that's what he's saying. If God says I'm going to be, I'm going to be. So, Mr. Peter, please don't worry. Those in the faith will join you and keep praying that let the will of God be done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Mr. Peter will actually winding up this segment of today's news round. You know, so what's your takeaway? What do we have? Anything?
It's weekend. Let's stay as one. I keep saying it, and let's be one. Let's love each other. Whatever situation the country is now, let's be calm.
Hey, yeah, you hear from Mr. Peter. So let's be calm and don't let anybody push you to do what you don't want to do. As regard the election, it's been contested in the court. Okay, allow the judges to do their best. If you are the type that believe in feel like the LP candidates, you're gonna be praying for the judges to do their best. Okay, because we are human beings. Like one man always say that he called the skin colorful. He said we are just hiding under this skin. Okay, so you just pray along that. Let there be peace in the country. Because no matter what happens, these guys are not going to share money to you anyway.
Oh.
Whoever you're supporting will not come and share money to you. Even though they do share money to you, that long will the money last. But if any of them eventually emerge president and able to give you electricity and give you that education that you want and make life easy for you, I think that's what everybody wishes.
You use that to fetch money for yourself.
Yes. Because I know that Nigerians, we are hardworking people. Even those that have been used as touts and all that, they have not been, if they have been exposed to some certain level, they will be able to manage and take care of themselves.
Yes.
So we are hardworking people. So all we want just an avenue to express our God-given talent and ability, which I think that's what we want. One leader that will be able to give us the atmosphere to express ourselves. So that when you go to work, you work and make money, you go to spend the money on something good. You won't go and be using money to buy fuel, and wasting on something that will not really help you. Okay? Yeah. We're going to quite a day here today.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wet Saturday. You can hear the rain pouring out there today, and it's getting serious. And they actually warned as regard flood in some states, and the way the sun has been hitting, it showed that there will be a serious rain in some of these states. And if you are in that low environment, take precautionary measure now.
No,
before it's too late. Okay, so it's been Pastor Michael.
Ocheme
Peter. So we catch you next time, hopefully Monday. Okay. Yeah, some of us will take a break. So we can spend time with family. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's very important. They are waiting for me. That they get to this broadcast zone and come and take us out. Okay. Thank you.